You know, some days the internet is helpful. That's crazy, right? Maybe not. Let's find out next. Hey everybody, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and today I was going through the internet. I was going through Facebook, I know, and I found something that was really worth reading. So I thought I'd share with you guys. But first, if you like this video, please share it. Maybe somebody else needs to see it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like it. That helps the algorithm share this with more people that really need to see it. So right into this. So this lady named Pat Jovanich, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, she had put out some food for thought. And I thought, wow, this is really good stuff. So she said she left California for Arizona 3 years ago, and she is extremely happy. And some of the stuff that she learned through that whole process, she's sharing with us here. She says that she keeps reading on the internet about people who say, where should I go? And I picked the wrong place for me and things like that. And so I guess she doesn't want to see that happen to you. And neither do I. So she said, a bit of friendly advice, take it or leave it. So I think we should probably be taking most of this because it's really sound. She said, don't ask someone else where to live. She said to find someplace that interests you, and then ask others who have already moved there about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think that is so just such great advice. Why? Because everybody's got some kind of advice on, oh, move there, don't move there. Oh, I heard this on the internet, and you're never going to like that. Maybe that's not the case. Find out for sure from people who have already made the move, and they'll also tell you about the bad stuff. I'm quite sure of that. If you like city life, don't move to the country. And if you like country life, don't move to the city. That seems pretty straightforward, huh? And I don't know, part of that, what I've seen quite often is people, they're so completely fed up with the being crammed in together in, the high density areas. And they have this vision that they want, a couple acres in a shop. Well, maybe they don't want that much. I've had people that have bought that much and then they found out, that's a whole different lifestyle choice. It wasn't just moving and getting extra space, but it's a whole lifestyle choice, all the maintenance and things like that. So we have so many places up here where you just have a good sized yard. Things are spaced out. Your street's not all crowded with cars waiting for, the next shift at the drug house or something. So maybe just coming up here and finding a nice neighborhood that's kind of relaxed to be the thing. If money is an issue, she says, small towns tend to be less. And maybe that's true. She said that if you live in the county, then there's no city tax. Well, I guess that's true too. But there are property taxes wherever you live. And you can find that information on the internet, she says, which is very true. You can find out what they were for the last year. She also said that where she lives is kind of out in the county, so they have lower taxes, but they don't have sidewalks. They have dirt roads and things like that. So if you're looking for something that's a bit more, built up, paved roads and sidewalks, then you're probably going to be expecting to pay a little bit more taxes. If you like places that have parks, for you, for the kids, adult parks, water parks, things like that, that might end up costing a little bit more for taxes and or for your HOA fee. And not all HOAs are bad. There's certainly a place for them, but and if there's no HOA, then your neighbor might have that freedom mentality where he's going to put all of his cars up on blocks. Have you been through Rio Linda? Anyway, continuing, she says that if salaries are low, it usually means the cost of living is low. And depending on where you live, you may not require such a high salary. There's some truth in that. There's a lot of places in California where to keep you there, they have to pay a whole lot of money. And of course, your expenses are a lot higher. When you move out, maybe it's not that expensive, but there are some things that are just more expensive. And some places you move to where prices have gone up, the jobs, the wages may not have gone up yet. It seems like that's always the slower end of the whole bargain is for wages to go up. Do you want a big city, a small town, or near a big city? Do you want to be in the country or mountains? She also points out that you will not find California anywhere else other than California. So if you want California, just have a moment there, recognize that you love it, and stay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and no one's going to think that you're making a wrong decision. Well, I won't say that. Maybe someone would, but if that's where you're meant to be, then by golly, that's where you need to be. If you need to be someplace else, then maybe we should be talking about that too. Go to the place and consider that you're considering and see if it's what you really want. So for certain, we always say you should do your fact-finding trip. Come up here to the Treasure Valley area in Idaho and spend a few days. If you have a long weekend, spend a week, come up a couple times throughout the year, see what you think, talk to the people that already live here, and kind of get a feel for what it's all about. The snow this year was nothing. And if you're worried about driving in the snow, this was probably not a typical year, but it does go to show that we don't have that much bad weather here. We don't have tornadoes, hurricanes. We're certainly not having the flooding. So anyway, so where you get there, I think she means when you get there, find a way to meet people via jobs, volunteering, clubs, church, schools. That is so true. And there's so much community up here in the Treasure Valley that is just waiting for you to jump in and start getting involved. Whether it is clubs or churches or schools, or maybe you want to get involved politically so Idaho doesn't become California. We've certainly got no end of things that you can do to help make sure that happens. And then she says that she wishes you all the best, and I do too. So that was Pat. Pat, thank you so much. You really brought up some good points that I think people really need to consider when they start to consider moving out. So if you like this video, give us a like and share and subscribe. Go to our website, www.treasurevalleydave.com. We've got a lot of great resources there under the resources tab. A lot of things that might answer some of your questions as you get prepared to make your fact-finding trip, or maybe you've made your trip and you just need some more details. And if you don't find the answers on our website, shoot, let us know. Give us a call, text, email, whatever, and we'll be glad to answer your questions. Everybody on the team has made that relocation journey, and we might have some ideas, some answers to questions you didn't even know you had questions for. So, wow. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And until the next one, well, this is Treasure Valley Dave. As always, looking forward to helping you get home.